I welcome you all for today's Zoho User Group virtual meetup for the real estate industry. And the product for Spotlight today is Zoho WorkDrive. Here's the panel for the day. Let me introduce myself. I'm Loshni, a product marketer from WorkDrive. Along with me, we have a couple of product experts joining. We have Dinesh Raj, who will be walking us through the demo of Zoho WorkDrive. And then we have Sini with us today, who's our customer success manager for both WorkDrive and Zoho Office Suite. And he's here to I will answer all your questions. So as and when you have any questions, you can drop in the discussion box, or please feel free to unmute yourself and ask the questions. So here's the agenda for today. So first, we will start with understanding the real estate landscape and what are the drawbacks of not having a proper file management system or a streamlined information flow. And then later, we will see how you can use WorkDrive to create a centralized file repository for your real estate firm, and how you can store all your digital property records and so on. Later, we will take a look at how you can enhance your internal and client collaboration, how you can use the various methods of sharing that is available in WorkDrive, and you can securely share your documents. And then we will take a deep dive into WorkDrive's integration and see how you can integrate WorkDrive with your CRM tool or with your e-signature tools and so on. And finally, we will wrap it up with a Q&A session. So let's get started. The real estate industry runs on paperwork, right? So right from your agreements or your contracts or your property documents, everything revolves around paperwork. And as a realtor, this could be very overwhelming for you to manage all this paperwork all at once. And if not handled properly, this will lead to potential risk like data loss. Especially as a realtor, your job demands you to do multiple tasks in a single day. So right from meeting your clients or your prospects, or to conducting property showings or managing property listings. So these are a lot of tasks that you handle every day. And if there is one thing that you need to be at your fingertips, is nothing but information. So information can be your best companion when it comes to closing your deals faster, or to just smoothly run your operations every day to day. So that being said, information, if it's not like handled properly, there are a lot of drawbacks. So here we are just listed a few drawbacks of not having a consolidated file management system or a document management system. So starting with information silos. So information silos is nothing but fragmented information. So let's say if you have stored your information across platforms or across devices. For example, you might have some of your documents in your cloud storage, and some documents can be stored in your email or chat apps, or some documents can be just lying on your table as like physical documents. So when you manage these documents in multiple formats, in multiple platforms, so it becomes very difficult to retrieve the information when you need them. So you find very difficult to find the documents. So having all this data stored in a consolidated cloud storage platform or a document storage platform helps you to streamline the information flow. So moving on to the next pain point, that is limited accessibility. So as a realtor, you're always on the go, juggling between your properties, property locations, and your office or meeting clients. So there's one thing that you needed, is that you need to get access to your information no matter where they are and what device you're using. So storing all your information in a cloud-based document management system can help you to access your files through your laptops or your mobiles or using your tablets. And lack of version control, keeping track of latest version can be a never ending maze, right? So let's say you're working on a property agreement, and you might need to make a lot of changes in terms of changing the name or the address or other details. So each and every time when you make changes, you end up creating multiple versions of the single document. And when you want to share a document, you might end up sharing the wrong document. So to overcome all this, having a document management system with version control, or the option to revert back to your older version, or maintaining the top version, helps you to overcome these struggles. And last but not the least, that is the data security concerns associated with the data we store. So realtors store sensitive data like customer profiles, or it can be your tenure information or not NDA forms or agreements. So these information are very sensitive, and storing it in a highly reliable, secure platform helps to, put yourself at peace that your data is stored in the safest place. With Zoho WorkDrive, we do exactly the same. So we help real estate firms and realtors to create a centralized file repository so that you can store all your digital property records or your customer records, and you can enable seamless collaboration with all of the stakeholders in your company. So either it can be your clients or it can be the other realtors. So you can streamline this process. So here's a visual representation of how WorkDrive helps the real estate firms. So with Zoho WorkDrive acting as a unified content core, so you can store all your materials. So right from your agreements or the readily available contracts or all the materials that related to your properties, starting from your media files like video or images. So you can upload any file to your WorkDrive account, no matter what the format is. So you can upload these files, and this can be easily accessible to your realtors, as I already mentioned. So you can access these files using your mobile phones or your tablets and so on. And your back office teams can easily access these files, organize them, and you can also use the secure sharing methods to share these files with your clients. And your document management system can also be integrated with the other applications you use, say CRM or your digital signature app, or any of your workplace collaboration tools like email or chat app. So here is a comprehensive overview of what drives capabilities. So here we have stacked all the capabilities under each of a focus area. I'm going to highlight a few and talk about this or cover this later in the coming slides. So starting with collaboration, so we have this virtual team space. So WorkDrive has the concept of team folders. So with that, you can collaborate with your team members better, and you can streamline the data storage process. And WorkDrive comes with the built-in Office suite. So with that, you don't need to invest in any other third-party tools for your office productivity needs. And moving on to convenience, so our data classification and data discoverability features helps you to organize your workspace and also quickly retrieve the information. So WorkDrive is well equipped with OCR and OD. So this helps you to quickly retrieve your information. So moving on to the next focus area. So here WorkDrive is integrated with the email app, CRM app, and chat apps. So this lets you to access the files which you store in WorkDrive right from the respective apps. And with our integration with Zapier and Zoho, you can connect WorkDrive with over thousands of applications and streamline your information flow. And moving on to the last focus, that is control and security. So with WorkDrive's admin console, you can manage your content and your data quite simple. And we have advanced security features like device management, malware and spam control, virus detection. So we will be seeing all this in detail in the slides to come. And all the features which we just discussed is well built on a protected platform with enterprise grade security. So talking about data security and privacy, so this is how it is implemented within WorkDrive. So all the files, that is your property records or customer records, all the files which you store in WorkDrive are encrypted at rest and also at transit, leaving nothing to chance. And two-factor authentication acts as an extra layer of security to your WorkDrive account. And WorkDrive is GDPR and HIPAA compliant, so that you don't need to worry about complying to these standards. And we own and operate our data centers. We have data centers around the world, and all our data centers are well equipped to stand tall against physical and logical level breaches. So now moving on to the next part, that is the demo part. So in today's demo, we have split it into 4 parts. So in the first part, we will see how you can create a centralized repository. So we will see the how you can set up a team folder, add members, and add your files, bring in your files. So we will see those things. And in the second part, we will take a look at how you can organize your WorkDrive, or how you can organize your documents using our data classification features like data templates and labels, and how you can quickly retrieve that. So we will be seeing that. In the third part, we will see how you can use our advanced security features to manage your content and your data So we will see features like transfer file ownership, or we'll be seeing the data retention policy and so on. And then later we will take a look at how you can integrate WorkDrive with the third-party apps and also the Zoho apps as well. So today we have taken up the real estate use case. So for to make the session more clear and understanding, we have pre-recorded the videos to show you the entire workflow, like how it works from start to the beginning. So let's get started. So starting with creating a centralized repository. So this is how WorkDrive looks. So this is the user interface. In the left side of the window, you can find the team folders. So as I already mentioned, so this is the secure virtual workspace you can create. So you can add the members you want, and you can add your files. So this is how a team folder looks. So now let me show how to create a team folder. So creating is very easy. You just need to click on the plus icon, and this takes you to the team folder creation page. So here you can give the team folder name. So let's say you have we have a project called Hustle Properties, and we're gonna add files to this team folder. So let's create a team folder for that. And team folders are of two types. So one is public, and the second type is private. So the public team folder, as the name implies, all the files which you store inside a public team folder will be accessible to every member in your organization, that is in your WorkDrive team. For example, information like employee guidelines or company policies or brand kit. So these information can be kept as a public team folder. On the other hand, we have private team folder. So let's say you are working on a specific project, and you want to add only the members who are relevant to that particular project. So in that case, you can create a private team folder and add members who are only relatable to this particular project and work together with them. So you can give a description about what the team folder is going to be about and create a team folder. So now that we saw how you can create a team folder, now let's take a look at how you can add members to a private team folder. Again, adding the members is very simple. You just need to, select the user and add them to the team folder. So when I said you can add the team members, you can choose the level of access permissions you need to give to the particular user. So WorkDrive supports granular level access control. So the access level ranges from admin. So admin has the full control over the team folder. So they can add members, they can move files around, they can edit, they can rename the files. Even if they can also delete the team folder. So they enjoy the maximum rights in a team folder. And the next role is organizer. So the organizer can organize, share, manage members, create and edit. The editor can create, edit and comment, and the commenter and viewer has a very limited access. They can only view and comment or just view the file. So based upon the roles and responsibilities of the member you are adding to the team folder, you can give them the right access. Let's say you have an intern joining your team. So in that case, intern or a contract employee joining your team. So in that case, you can give them the commenter or viewer access so that you have complete control over your data. So this is how you add members to your team folder. So once you add members to your team folder is like all set to add files into it. So now let's take a look at how you can bring in your files to your team folder. Again, this is also very simple. You just need to click on the new button, and you can click on the upload files, and the files will be uploaded. So before uploading the files, now let me show how you can create folders and subfolders so that you can organize all your materials categorically. So here you can see that we have created this folder called clients and properties to manage all the materials that are relevant to it. So you can create as many as subfolders or folders and manage your information. On clicking the properties, you can see that we have created subfolders to manage the relevant materials. So we are now selecting the CAD diagrams and uploading a file. So this is how upload files looks. So you can click on the upload files and start uploading. So this opens your local storage. So here in this example, we are uploading a file which is just a CAD diagram, and it is in .dwg format. So you can upload files of any formats. And You can also bring your files from any other cloud storage service like your Dropbox or Box or OneDrive or Evernote as well. So here you can see that we have organized all the property images under this. On clicking the thumbnail, you can get a quick preview of your files. And WorkDrive supports 220 plus file format preview, so that you need not download the file and get a preview. You can instantly get the file previews right from your WorkDrive account. So this is how you can bring in your CAT files, agreements, and back office records effortlessly. So moving on to the next. So as I already mentioned, WorkDrive comes with a built-in Office suite. So with that, you get access to Writer, which is our word processor tool, Sheet, which is our spreadsheet tool, Show, presentation tool. The beauty about all these three apps are they are real-time collaborative in nature, and they have smart AI assistants called Zia, and they also support unlimited file versions. So with this, you can draft your agreements, or you can draft your documents, you can track your property listings or customer records, and you can deliver impactful presentations. Now let's see these softwares in action. So starting with Zoho Writer, so we will take a look at Zoho Writer and its capabilities. So here in this example, you can see that we are working on a property agreement. And Zoho Writer allows multiple users to collaborate on a same document. So here you can see that particular text is highlighted, and you can add comments. You can select a text, or you can select a paragraph and add your comments by mentioning your collaborator. And your collaborator will get notified about your comments, and they can reply back in the same thread. And they can also like the comment, and once the comment is addressed, you can resolve the comments. So this way you need not share your feedback in your chat app or your email app. You can get done with your feedback process right from here. And when multiple users collaborate on a same document, so there may be chances that you might not know who has made what changes. So for that purpose, Writer highlights the changes made by the user with a color, so you can accept the change or reject the change. And using the live chat, quick chat feature, you can have a quick chat with the member who is active in the document. So again, you don't need to go to your chat app and have a conversation with them. And with a Zia assistant, it can suggest grammar suggestions, or it can correct your spelling errors, and it can also tell you the number of keywords, and how many times the keyword is repeated in the document. So this will be very useful. Let's say you are working on a landing page or a blog, and you are a content writer. So to keep check of your SEO, you can use the word cloud. And it can also give suggestions on your writing quality. So right from informal writing or non-inclusive language, it can quickly assess your document and give suggestions on that. And with Zia AI Assistant, you can summarize your document, rephrase your document, suggest headline, punctuate, and more. So here in this example, we are going to summarize this document. So we have selected this entire document, and on clicking the summarize, so Zia beautifully generates a quick summary of this document. So here you can get a quick gist of what the agreement is about, who are the parties involved, and what is the tenure duration, and what are the other notes that needs to be considered. So you can use this just to share this with your potentials, with your prospects and your clients. And with Zoho Writer, you can also translate your document content to 45 plus languages. So these are the languages which we currently support. So you can select the content of your document and choose a language and translate the content. Let's say you have a prospect who is a non-English speaker, or they speak a different language. In that case, you can translate the content of your document to that specific language and share it with them. So this is how here you can see that we have translated the content from English to Spanish. You can either replace the content or save this content as a new document and share it with your customer. So moving on to the next. So we will see how you can generate personalized documents in bulk using Zoho Writer. So imagine this scenario. So we have a project proposal document here, and I have 100 leads, and I want to send a personalized project proposal document to all of the 100 leads. So in that case, I can use the mail merge feature. I can convert this document to a mail merge template and connect it to a data source. So from where I can get the dynamic field values. So the data source can be of anything, and I can generate this bulk documents in seconds. Now let me show how to do this. So this is what I'm going to edit. So in the client name, I want the dynamic field values from the data source. So for that, first I need to convert this writer document to a merge template. So once you convert this merge template, you can connect it to a data source. So the data source can be of anything. It can be your Zoho CRM, or it can be a Zoho Creator. It can be as simple as your spreadsheet. So under the Zoho CRM, I've selected the module as leads. So all the data from the leads will be pulled here, and here you can edit the placeholder, which is the main fields. So you can choose the lead's first name as the placeholder here. And once you give that, you can now choose the output. The output can be of anything. You can merge and save it as an individual file, or you can merge and save it as send it as an email, or send it for sign collection, and so on. So here we are going to save it as an individual file. And you can also customize the file name with the dynamic field value that you get from the CRM. And you can also choose the folder location where you want to store all these bulk files which we will generate. So here you can also choose a folder location or a subfolder location where you want all these files to be stored. And here now you can choose the file format. You can choose either it's going to be a PDF format or a writer format or a fillable template. So you can choose that. So once you give the settings, now you can run the merge. So now we are running the merge. Once the merge is initiated, so you can view the logs to see the documents which are generated in bulk. So going to the team folder location where the files are stored. So here you can see that the placeholder value is rewritten with the value which was pulled from the CRM source. So this is how you can generate personalized documents or personalized emails or other important files in bulk. So this can help you to save time and improve your productivity. And moving on to next, so this is Zoho Sheet, which is a spreadsheet tool. So you can use Zoho Sheet to track your property listings or to track your customer records. Or in this example, you can see that we have created a cash flow statement and track the transaction, commission, and expense. So you can also create beautiful bar graphs and pie charts, and you can also create pivot tables to visualize your data. So moving on to the next, that is Zoho Show. So with Zoho Show, you can create visually appealing slides using image, videos, and animations, and create your presentations for your potential clients. You can do a property showcase using Zoho Show. Now, moving on to the next, that is WorkDrive Snap. So we have this feature called WorkDrive Snap, which is a recording feature, which lets you to record your screens, videos, and audios. This is all done right from within your WorkDrive account. You can record your screens and store it in your WorkDrive account and share it with your team members or with your colleagues or with your clients. Let's say, imagine a scenario that you have a prospect and they are not able to make it to your property showing. So in that case, you can do a virtual property walkthrough using WorkDrive Snap. Now let me show how you can do this. So you can select a video, property video if you have, and you can click on the screen recording and start the recording. So you can play the video and walk through the video, like this is the lawn of the property, and this is the living room. You can talk about the specs about the house, and then you can say this is the dining room. So you can explain about the property virtually, and you can also have the control over turning off your camera or turning off your mic and so on. And you can also resume your pause your recording and also resume your recording at your convenient time. And upon clicking the stop recording, your recording will be stopped, and this will get stored in a desired location in your WorkDrive account. So from here, you can share this recording with your prospects, with your customers, or with your team members, and so on. So moving on to the next, now we will take a look at how you can leverage generative AI to draft agreements or draft your social media copies or generate images. So with the recent improvements with ZI AI, you can bring in your OpenAI API key and connect with your WorkDrive account, and you can generate content and generate images right from within WorkDrive. So let me show how to do this. So you can give a prompt. So here you can see that we have given a prompt as write a social media copy for this property called Sunset Villa, and Zia instantly generates the social media copies. So you can use the social media copies and get started with your work. So similarly, you can also generate image using Zia AI. So again, this is also very simple. You just need to click on the generate image, and you can give the prompt. The prompt can be a bunch of keywords, or it can be a statement, and then Zia immediately generates the images. And these images can be stored in your WorkDrive account, so you can use this for your setting up your mood boards, or for your designs, or for your presentations, and so on. So with these tools in place, you don't need to juggle between your Gen AI tool, generate content, copy the content, and come over to your WorkDrive, paste the content. So you don't need to do all this, context switching thing. So you can get all this done right from within WorkDrive. So with this, we have come to an end to the first part of the demo. Now we will move on to see how you can organize your files, and um, how you can quickly find your files, and the other integrations, and so on. So now Dinesh will walk us through that.
So far, we have seen what are the various ways to bring in your data to WorkDrive, and how to effectively utilize your to create documents, spreadsheets, and presentation using our built-in Office Suite tabs, followed by the recording options in WorkDrive, and or integration with the generative AI. Now let's once your data resides in WorkDrive, now let's take a look at how you can search for and find the information you need in no time. And this is done with WorkDrive Smart Search. As the name says, it helps you to search for content in a smart way. Let me show you how you can search for content. To this, simply click on the search icon at the top action bar, and this will open a search UI. Here you can search files by not only just typing in the name, but also using the keyword inside the documents as well. You can then apply filters like file location, file types, and dates if you remember something to further narrow down your search results. Here I'm going to search for agreements that has been created in the past 7 days in this particular WorkDrive team. Once done, I'm going to generate search results by pressing enter. Here I have fetched all the agreements that has been created in the past 7 days, and WorkDrive provides you an option to save your search with the applied filters as well. Simply provide your search a name and click on save. All your saved searches will be made available within the search UI. Simply access the required search and find the information you need in no time. Our optical character recognition feature enables you to search for images using the text inside it. Here I'm searching using the keyword marketing. All the files with the file name marketing, as well as any keyword inside it, will be displayed here in the search results. Here you can see that the marketing term is contained inside an image, and the WorkDrive tool fetched it as well. In a similar way, our object detection algorithm enables you to search for images using the image subject. Here I'm looking for all the core images in this particular WorkDrive team, and a smart search fetched all the car images first, and it also fetches the image subject which has car inside it. This is how our WorkDrive smart search works. In order to retrieve the information that you're looking for in no time, we always recommend each and every user to structure their data well. We have two options to organize your content in WorkDrive. One you can do with data templates, and the other option is with labels. The only difference is data templates helps you to structure your team's data. On the other hand, labels helps you to organize the content in a way you like. That means labels in general applicable only to you and not for your team members. And let me show you with an example how data templates work. Use case that um, end user is going to collect agreements in a specified location in WorkDrive. And for this purpose, whenever the file gets uploaded, it needs to adhere to certain properties, such as custom fields, we call it as. The uploader need to choose what type of agreement is going to upload it here, like a sale agreement, or it may be a lease agreement, or whatever. He need to choose before uploading it. To do this, the first step is to create a data template from the admin console. Access the data templates tab from the admin console and create a new data template. Once done, you can add custom field criteria to further narrow down your search results. Here, I'm adding my custom fields as lease agreement, rental agreements, and so on. Once done, click create. The next step is to associate this created data template into the folder where I am going to collect the agreements. To do this, simply click on the manage icon next to the team folder name and navigate to settings. Here you can find the data templates tab. You can mandate data template to associate to this particular team folder, files and folder. I'm choosing the created data template and associating it. You can choose whether the data template should get updated only to files uploaded here, or for folders, or for both. Here I'm choosing my data template to be associated only for files. And whenever the user of this particular team folder uploads a file to this folder, they need to choose what type of agreement they are uploading it here. Here I'm uploading a sale agreement, and done. And the main purpose of data templates is to find the information at the right time. Here is how you can fetch information. To do this, access the search UI and type in your keyword. You can apply filter using data templates here. Here I'm choosing my data templates as agreement and custom field criteria as the type of agreement that has been available in this particular team. Once done, click search. Here I have fetched one of my sale agreement that has been made up uploaded to WorkDrive. In a similar way, you can utilize data templates based on your business requirement and organize the content and structure it well. Now let's take a look at how you can utilize labels feature in WorkDrive. We have seen data templates helps you to structure your organization data. On the other hand, as said before, labels helps you to personalize the content in a way you like. Simply right-click on a file or folder that you create label for and choose the label as option. Here, WorkDrive lets you to choose from the existing label, or else you can create a new label by clicking on it. Provide your label a name, followed by choosing the appropriate label color. Once done, click on create. Now, the corresponding folder is labeled to this particular item, and you can fetch all the labeled items over the labels tab in the left pane. Simply click on it and access your desired label and find the files and folders from here. This is how you can organize your team's data, as well as you can organize the content in a way you like. And with this, we have seen how to search for and locate content in WorkDrive, as well as the various organization techniques that WorkDrive gives you to organize in a way you like. Now let's move on and take a look at various collaboration techniques that WorkDrive gives you to collaborate effectively with the internal users as well as the external customers. To start with, let me show you how you can share contextual feedback on real estate documents. For this use case, I'm going to open a PDF document where I'm going to select a particular section and add corresponding comments to it. You can always mention a user in the comment window and get things done right away. The assigned user will get a instant notification regarding this comment and he makes reply accordingly. This is not only applicable to PDF files, you can utilize this contextual feedback sharing for images as well as for video files as well. Moving on to the next topic, that is the most important one, sharing the files in WorkDrive. You can simply select a file or folder that you wish to share and click on the share icon at the top. If the email address of the share recipient is known, you can simply type in the email address. You can add a personalized message if required. Once done, you can give the right access level for that particular file. Then click on the share button. Please note that if you are sharing the file with a non-Zoho user, which means an external user, the external user needs to verify the email address before accessing the shared files. Otherwise, they can't access it. Please proceed with the confirmation screen. Now the items get shared. Here within the within the share UI, you can find all the shared items for this particular file, and you can revoke access or edit access whenever required. Maybe a scenario where the recipient's email address is unknown. You can share permalink via WorkDrive itself. Here, WorkDrive offers three types of permalink settings. One with the team folder members, and the other one is with the team members, and the last one is probably anyone on the internet, which means to share files with external users or customers. Simply click on your desired permalink settings and choose the appropriate file access level and click Save. Now, the permalink is generated for this particular file. You can copy and share it across your messaging app or emails so that your collaborators can click on it and access this desired file. And here's one more use case, that how to send documents in a more secure way, that is sharing in a secure way. To do this, simply select a file that you wish to share and click on the share button. Here, you will find an option to create a new external share link. Provide your share link a name. And here you have multiple security options like setting up a password for this particular file upon accessing. And you can set an expiration date. And you can restrict download and print options, as well as you can collect user data upon accessing this file. You can collect the data such as name, phone, and the email. Choose the appropriate user data and click on Create. A new external share link will be created for this file. You can copy and share it in a similar way to access so that your collaborators can access this file. Here we have a dedicated email share link option. That is, you can utilize this option to send emails directly within the WorkDrive environment. And if there may be a requirement that you need to share brochures or media files to your customers and showcase it over websites and blogs. WorkDrive provides a dedicated feature called embed code. You can simply generate embed code for the stored files and folders in WorkDrive, and you can use it to websites or blogs or media files and whatever you want. On to the next, we have a dedicated collect files feature, which enables you to create a collection link so that your collaborators can view and upload files to this designated folder. Collection in general consists of two types. One is the internal collection and the other one is external collection. Internal collection is helpful to collect files internally, that is within your team members, whereas the external collection is helpful to create a collection link for external users. You can simply provide a collection name followed by collection details and notes if any. You can choose where these collected files should get uploaded to. You also request user data from the end users so that you can know or choose the desired file based on this particular data. Also have the option to create a separate folder for every user. That is, you can create a separate folder for each user collection, and you can also set up a file upload limits over here and set up expiration and notification preferences as well. This way, you can create a collection link and you can copy and share it across. With this, we have seen the various ways to collaborate effectively with both internal and external users, as well as we have seen how to create a collection link in WorkDrive. Moving on to the next topic, which is the most important thing, that is the various advanced admin control settings that WorkDrive offers to safeguard your valuable data. And this is an admin console interface, and all the admin control settings will be listed in the left pane, and over to dashboard tab, which displays all the account details and storage details for your WorkDrive account. Here you can fetch all your active member details and remaining license details from here. Also, the storage used tab enables you to take a quick overview of how much storage has been consumed by each team folder as well as my folder. And our activity tab enables you to generate activity reports for all the activities that has been performed in your WorkDrive team. You can filter it and narrow it down to particular team member as well as particular team folder. You can generate report and use it for audit trail purposes. And here's a scenario where one of your team member left your organization unexpectedly. And in order to carry out the work further, you need to transfer the data to someone who's going to take care of. And we have a dedicated feature called transfer ownership. With this, you can transfer ownership by entering the email address whom you are going to transfer ownership with. And you also have the option to wipe and disconnect the left employee's details. Once done, you can delete member and wipe off his data. And let's say you're going to work with the external users for over a longer period of time. It may be 3 months, 6 months, or something like that. And that it may be your temporary consultants or photographers and real estate agents and whoever it's going to be. You can simply bring in your temporary workers to WorkDrive with limited access permission using the client user license. You can invite client users by typing in the email address and choosing what team folders they need access to. You can set expiration for how long they are going to work with your organization, and you can invite it later. Client user licenses or needs to be bought separately, and it doesn't come with your subscription. The data administration window gives you a comprehensive overview of all the shared items in your WorkDrive team. Here you can centrally manage all the shared items in your WorkDrive team, and you can further narrow it down by choosing the particular share window. Like you can filter it down with the external share links and more. Here you have the option to revoke access or edit access whenever required. In a similar way, you can, as an admin or super admin, you have the central control over all the deleted items in your WorkDrive account. Simply navigate to the data administration tab and access the manage deleted items window. Here, all the deleted items in your WorkDrive team will be listed. Here, you can choose whether to restore or delete them permanently. In order to ease out your delete process and in order to make your deleted files in a more secure way, we have a dedicated policy called a data retention policy. As an admin or super admin, you can choose how long the deleted item should stay in the trash folder of your WorkDrive account. It may be your team folder or else in the admin console. And now let's take a look at various integrations we have with Zoho apps as well as the third-party applications. At first, let me show you what are the integrations we have within our Zoho WorkDrive environment. And we have a tighter integration with the Zoho projects and Marketing Plus. And our integration with the Zoho Click and Mail apps enable you to closely collaborate with the internal and external users. And our integration with the Begin by Zoho CRM enables you to manage files centrally between your CRM application as well as with Zoho WorkDrive. Now let's see how you can utilize Zoho Sign integration in order to get signatures with your clients in a more faster way. For this purpose, I'm going to write a document, and this is a rental agreement basically. I need a signature from the landlord and tenant. The first step is to create a sign template. Then you need to enter the field criteria, that is signatures here. You have multiple field criteria here. It may be full name, email, and so on. Here I'm going to collect signature along with date so that I can know when the document gets signed. Once I have filled the pre-filled data and formatting is completed, I can simply choose send for sign option. This will display a send for sign dialog box. Here you can choose who's going to sign this document. It may be by yourself or else with others. Simply type in the recipient's email address followed by the signer name. You can also provide additional email message, document name, and you can also attach attachments to this particular mail window. Once done, you can send for sign. As I have chosen this document needs to be signed by me and others, I am the sole appropriator to sign this document first. For this, I need to adhere to Zoho Sign's policies. And then I can import my signature here. Once done, click Finish. This way, you can close deals faster with Zoho Sign integration. Now let's see how our integration with Begin by Zoho CRM helps you to structure your documents centrally. For this purpose, I'm going to open a file cabinet option. Here, I can find all the options like WorkDrive permalink settings and creating a collection link via email and open in WorkDrive options right within the Begin environment. Here, I'm going to send a collection link to one of my leads. You can see the WorkDrive link has been shared to him. Once he receives the email, he can access and transfer files here. You can see the file is uploaded to Zoho WorkDrive environment and it's automatically reflected into the Begin environment. And you can also increase your data security with a Zoho directory integration. Zoho directory integration enables you to implement robust password policy for your team members, as well as our multi-factor authentication support enables you to protect your account with the two-factor or more authentication. You can restrict IP address and more. So far, we have seen integration with other Zoho apps. Now let's move on and take a look at how we integrate with third-party application. To start with, we have a dedicated add-on for Microsoft Office, so that whenever you open a document and make some changes with a word processor or Excel or PowerPoint, we have a dedicated tab Zoho WorkDrive inside it. You can choose Save to WorkDrive option once the changes have been made. This way, you can work from your local system and sync it across with your web application. Similar way, we have an add-on support for popular email services like Gmail, Outlook, as well as Zoho Mail. The main purpose of this add-on is to store all the attachments that you have received in your email to WorkDrive, as well as to share the link, uh, file link that has been stored from WorkDrive to your email account. And our compatibility with Zapier enables you to integrate Zoho WorkDrive with over thousands of applications. Here, let me show you an example how we can integrate DocuSign with Zoho WorkDrive. And for this purpose, I'm going to take a use case like whenever file gets signed, that is moved to the completed stage in DocuSign, the file should get uploaded to WorkDrive. I'm setting that my trigger as envelope status updated in DocuSign as completed, and choosing my appropriate action as upload file to WorkDrive. Choose the appropriate location where your document gets uploaded to and enable it centrally from the home screen of your Zapier. Once done, here you can see that the document status moved to completed state. It gets automatically uploaded to WorkDrive. This way, you can integrate WorkDrive with over thousands of applications based on your requirement, and you can automate your business process. As said before, we have an in-house backup solution which is done using Manage Engine Recovery Manager Plus. It helps you to take a backup of your WorkDrive data in simple ways. Simply install the application and move to the Zoho WorkDrive tab. Here, provide your backup a name followed by the folders to backup, as well as you can select users for this particular backup. You can choose the backup frequency. It may be weekly, monthly, or daily. And we have a retention period for this as well. You can keep the backup for days, months, years, or even forever. Once done, click Save. You can find the backup status here. Click on the View Details link in order to view all the files and data that has been taken backup of. Once done, here you can find that some of the items got accidentally deleted. I'm going to show you how you can restore it from Manage Engine Recovery Manager Plus. The PDFs needs to be recovered from Manage Engine Recovery Manager Plus. I'm going to provide a restore job name and clicking on the restore button. Here I'm restoring these two PDFs and it got successful. You can find the restored files within the WorkDrive environment itself. This way, you can take backup and restore files whenever required using Manage Engine Recovery Manager Plus. Our WorkDrive TrueSync app, which is our desktop sync application, enables you to sync files from your local system to web application and vice versa. The main advantage of using WorkDrive Sync is it doesn't consume your storage space. It just creates a virtual drive between your local system and web, and it consumes storage space only when you make the file available offline. And as said before, we have a dedicated tool to open and edit your files with native desktop applications. Simply choose a file that you want to edit with your native application and click on the More Actions icon and choose Open With. And here I'm opening a docx file in Microsoft Word. Making the necessary changes and clicking on Save. You can then choose which version you want from the file Manage File Versions window. And dedicated mobile app support for Zoho WorkDrive, which enables you to install WorkDrive in both Android and iOS apps. Simply download the application and access your files on the go. We are a part of popular Zoho bundles, which is Zoho Workplace and Zoho One. You can choose between one of them based on your business requirement, and this is how you can utilize and save money on it. And with this, we come to the end of the session.